What did one shark say to the other shark when he ate the clownfish?
What did he say?
This tastes a little bit funny. Welcome to Get Lost. Get Lost on air.
Welcome to Get Lost, everybody.
Welcome to Get Lost. I never know how to start it once I've played the music. I just don't know how to. I don't want to do the same every time.
Same. It's like it gets boring. I don't want to come out like I just did, to be honest. But it's done now, so
Time to just move on. Maybe we just don't even say hello when we play the music, and we just go straight into a topic. We just go, "Oh, so did you hear about Ed Sheeran? He's got a new album out."
Yeah, we could do that.
Don't even mention the fact that we've just started a podcast. Although this does nicely kill at least 2 minutes of of the time we've got to fill up.
It's like we could just pretend we were chatting anyway. You know how when we first started the podcast, we made it 2 people having a conversation. We could actually make it 2 people having a conversation.
We could.
And just we just have a normal conversation, just randomly start filming halfway through that conversation. Because then it's not a show, it's just a conversation.
We definitely could do that. It might not make any sense.
Yeah.
But we could try it. I'm open to new ideas.
We could do a lot of things, but they're probably bad ideas.
We can do a lot of things, we just won't. We won't do a lot of things. Oh dear.
So Ed Sheeran's bringing out a new album.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. Now that I've brought it up.
I'm excited.
It's called Equals.
Which is very original, and it makes sense, to be honest.
Well, does it? Because he's done plus, he's done multiply, he's done divide. He ain't done a subtract.
It's because he don't want to be too negative.
So
that one's for the maths homies. That
fair
one.
enough. That's for the maths boys still listening.
Represent.
But it doesn't. Why wouldn't he do the negative and just complete the set? Unless he just doesn't want to do a 5th album, so he's just going to end it at Equals.
Or he's just going to keep on teasing it, mate. He's going to do like squared.
Yeah, do square root.
Logarithmic. Next one's going to be a quadratic equation.
I was going to say the quadratic formula.
What's that fucking 2b minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a?
I know it goes plus or minus.
Yeah, something like that.
You're a maths man, you don't even know it. Let's have a look.
Did I not just say it?
I don't know. Let's have a look at it. The quadratic formula is... is it 2? Is it 2 quadratic formula?
There kind of is, because it's a plus and minus.
X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a.
Pretty close. I'll take it. That's what a degree gets you, ladies and gents. An incorrect memory of the quadratic equation.
During your degree, your maths degree, did you use the quadratic equation?
I did. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I didn't, because I did. But the thing is, with using the quadratic equation, it's much easier. There's quicker ways of doing it. It's a long-winded one, to be honest.
Oh, mate, I don't know how I managed to get an A at Maths GCSE. Little flex for you there, but I got an A. And
it's not quite an A star, but it's pretty.
Did you get an A star?
Yeah, of course I did, man. Of course I did.
Penis.
They call me Charlie A star Ginger for nothing. There's a reason I'm called that.
They do call him that. They do. That's what they call him in the clubs. Shit, here he comes.
All the girls kind of look over at me. Oh, bloody hell, is that Charlie A star Ginger?
That's why you're so good at cutting shapes.
That's the first time I've heard you compliment my dancing, to be honest.
All to get a geometry joke out of it.
Jesus. So he's bringing out a new album.
Yeah, he is.
And he's released a song from it, isn't he?
Bad habits lead to late nights sitting alone. I don't know it.
It's good. It's very good.
It is quite good. I
like it. I like it a lot.
Do you think it's going to top his Divide album? Because that album was fucking fire.
Would you say that's his best?
Oh, yeah. Well,
You think
just
Divide's the
judging by his the chart performance on that.
Yeah, but he's already established then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose. I think his worst one was Multiply.
Multiply. That had some bangers, mate. That had some bangers.
I think that's probably the one that I just listened to the least. That's why I didn't like it.
That had one on it. Sing. Don't.
Yeah, they're all songs that everyone was raving about, but I didn't really listen to. So I think I just
huge songs. They all went number one. I don't think
they went number one.
One did.
They
went number one. No,
they went number one. So what did they have? Where's the fucking?
Remember Don't and Sing with the little puppet. Don't was about Nina Nesbitt, I believe, or no, it's Ellie Goulding that was about. Nina was about Nina Nesbitt.
Nina's a good song.
Adds up.
I like that one. Where's the fucking track? Okay, so the track list, it had. What do I know? It had Photograph, which is my favourite of his fucking songs, I think.
Yeah.
And Thinking Out Loud. They were the two big ones.
Oh, they're Thinking Out Loud on it as well. That is now. That is what rolling. No, what's that Adele song? You know the big slow dance Adele song. Someone Like You.
Oh, that's a tune.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that is the Someone Like You of this generation. Even though Someone Like You is the Someone Like You of this generation.
Yeah, Someone Like You is also in this generation.
But that's like, those two are the big ballads that have come out of this generation, I'd say.
Thinking Out Loud is a great song. But then you look at Divide, his fucking track list on Divide.
Yeah.
He had Castle on the Hill, Shape of You, Galway Girl, fucking How Would You Feel, the really sad, slow one. Supermarket Flowers that made everyone want to cry.
Mate, see, this album was hyped up. I don't think it was actually as good.
What?
I would even say Plus was like up there.
Plus is my second favourite of his. That is such an nostalgia.
Mate, the guy's a machine.
He is. What was on Plus? Obviously the biggest song of his, A-Team.
Yeah. That was huge.
What a tune. And Lego House. That's an awesome.
Every song on that album was good. Like, You Need Me, I Don't Need You.
Yes.
That was like the one that took him off. That was the one that, like, it was on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it. The YouTube video of him doing You Need Me, I Don't Need You. It was for Flavor FM or some. It was like a rap. It was like a rap radio in the UK or something.
Right.
And so he goes on it with his guitar and he does the whole thing obviously beautifully because he's fucking Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, yeah.
And then at the end he does like a whole rap and goes off doing other songs as well. And that thing just went viral. And after that, it's just like everybody had heard of him.
Man's incredible. Yeah, that whole album was really good. And then there's Multiply, which I'm not really sure about. I hope...
Mate, every song in Multiply banged.
I don't know. Whoa.
Every song in Multiply banged. And every song in... I would actually say his last album was the worst.
What?
Yeah.
Nah, surely not.
I would say that has been his worst album and I still loved it.
That was in the charts for literally like 2 years. It took Lewis Capaldi to vote him out.
Selena Gomez, what's your point?
Selena Gomez had a great song. It was called Perfect, I think. Or Nobody's
We're not going to get
Perfect.
Selena Gomez.
I think it is.
You get shit in the charts, don't you? Like, anything could be in the charts. But I think that was his worst album. His last one. I think you just like it because Castle the Hill's in it, mate. I think that's why you just like it. Let's not lie.
It is a tune.
That's it. It's how to win a Suffolk boy's heart, to be honest.
That's why we all like it so much.
That's literally it. Just because it references Suffolk a lot more. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's a great song, and also the music video just gets me so fucking nostalgic.
I know what you mean. But I've got high hopes for this one, although it could just flop.
It could, because it's got to like compete with Divide, and although you may not like it, but that fucking album was like the biggest album ever. Yeah,
and it was the biggest tour ever. It was the biggest grossing tour that a musician's ever had, I believe. I think it was like he made like 100 mil, something crazy.
Yeah,
maybe more.
He's done a good move, right, by winning over all the groups of lads who thought, oh, I'm way too cool for Ed Sheeran, or like Ed Sheeran's pussy music, because he's just
Yeah.
sponsored Ipswich Town Football Club. His tour is sponsoring them. So,
Oh mate.
so
It's like-
on
yeah,
their
but-
shirts is all of his like plus, divide, multiply. It got some subtract on there as well, but I don't know why.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's how you win them over.
Mate, Divide Tour grossed it grossed $820 million in 2019. That's before costs, so, but still,
Jeez.
like that's just revenue. So that's from ticket sales.
Fucking hell. Where's what was going on with the Divide charts? Here we go. They were it was number 1 in almost every country, that album,
Yeah,
which is insane. It was
that's
still in
you
the
expect that from Ed
charts in
Sheeran. You expect
2020.
that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But the fact that it came out in 2017 and it was still in the charts in 2020.
Is he the biggest artist of our generation?
Let's Google it and see what Google comes up with.
Fuck Google, bro. I feel like we've got the answers.
I think he must be biggest male artist of our generation, at least that we've seen like from the start. Because we had like Michael Jackson in our generation, but he started fucking 80s.
I wouldn't count him as our generation.
No, but he was there when we were alive. So
Yeah, I mean, so was like fucking.
well, I mean, the Rolling Stones are still going, and they're definitely not the biggest.
Exactly. Like J-Lo's still about,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say she's like up there.
No. Okay. I think he must be. I know we've had this conversation before, but it's been a little while.
Well, I think last time we were saying Kanye or Drake
We
or
put
Taylor
Beyonce
Swift. I
up
think.
there,
Beyonce,
but I don't really know many Beyonce songs, to be honest.
yeah, but that doesn't mean that she's not the biggest
No,
artist.
but like I think everyone would know at least one Beyonce song.
You know at least one Beyonce song.
I know Single Ladies, to be fair.
Yeah, Halo. You know.
Yeah. If I Were a Boy, another tune.
Yeah,
But I think
I'm glad she's not.
Ed's
I'm glad
gotta
she's
be up
not.
there. You're glad she's not.
Can you imagine? Imagine she.
Process what you said then. I'm glad she's not, boy.
Imagine if she like that was actually like a coming out song. She's actually just trans,
What a
and like Jay Z was like, hang on a second, because I think Jay Z's mum like got married and had Jay Z obviously, and she turned out to be gay. Imagine like his wife turned out to be trans as well. Like, that'd be pretty nuts.
That'd be
So
wild.
you start like looking at yourself like Jesus Christ.
Is it me?
What's coming? What's coming? What am I doing here?
So I've got the 17 musicians Gen Z and millennials say represent their generations. So you
Is
and I
that, is
are
that
Gen
this
Z.
sounds like a BuzzFeed article.
It does, to be fair. Number 1, can you wait? Should we go from 17 down to 1? All right, and you're going to guess the top 5. So number 17 is our friend Gaga,
Yeah,
Lady Gaga. Number 16 is BTS.
he's the biggest artist. Yeah.
These are the ones that our generation feels represents us.
BTS is 16.
BTS.
Jesus.
Cardi
that
B is
fan base
15.
is ridiculous. Do you feel represented by Cardi B?
I don't actually. Ed Sheeran is 14. Should have been higher.
14. Jesus.
Britney
brutal.
Spears is 13.
Who are they asking? Like it sounds like like they just ask girls here.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know who they've asked. Asked 13 to 37-year-olds,
Okay.
which is us. Rihanna is number 12. Lizzo
Nice.
is number 11, and number 10 is Chris Brown.
Nice.
Number 9 is Eminem.
I thought you said number 9 was Chris Brown.
Number 10 was Chris Brown. Sorry.
Okay.
Number 9 is Eminem.
Yeah.
Number 8 is the Backstreet Boys.
What the hell?
You can tell they asked up to 37-year-olds, can't you? Because Backstreet
reckon
Boys haven't
just-
done much in a while.
Everyone above 30 said Backstreet Boys. That's how they got so high.
And number 7, which is Michael Jackson.
Nice.
Now we're getting into the sort of 13 to probably mid-20-year-olds that I
Right,
think
okay.
is coming through here, because number 6 is Billie Eilish.
There it is.
Number 5, can you guess who?
Taylor Swift.
No.
Drake.
It's a boy.
Harry Styles.
Nope.
The Weeknd.
No, it's the Biebs.
Oh, I've got to forget Bieber.
Number 4.
Any of the ones I just said.
Yep, one of them.
Drake.
Yep.
Nice.
Here comes number 3. This is a female. Play along at home, everyone.
And win nothing.
Yeah. Just win the pride. Bragging rights. You can tell everyone you won this game.
You got better than Gingell.
Mm.
Number 3.
Yeah.
And he says a woman.
Yep.
Is this Taylor Swift?
No.
It's not Taylor Swift, and it's a woman. Oh, we've already said Eilish. It's not Selena Gomez, is it?
You're on the right sort of track, though.
Oh, it's the next Disney.
Star
Oh,
gone.
Hannah Montana.
No.
Damn. Who else is there? Child star.
Yep.
Give me a clue.
Right now, I'm in a state of mind.
Oh. How we forget about this girl? It's got to be Michael Jackson.
You got it in one. How did you do that? No, Mrs. Grande. Ariana Grande. Now we're on to the top 2.
Top
Ooh.
2.
They're both females.
Jesus. One of them is Taylor Swift.
One of them is, but which one?
Number 2.
No.
Okay, well, that's ruined number 1, isn't
So, which one's number 1?
it?
So who's the number 2 spot?
Number 2.
We have mentioned her today.
Selena Gomez? No, okay. You have to help me out here.
It's Beyonce.
Oh, of course. Of course, Queen Bee.
It's when you get under pressure like that, you just sort of crumble.
It's difficult, mate. It's difficult.
It is. Yeah, well, I think we should do that more. We should have little quizzes. I love a good quiz.
We could do Sporkle quizzes, mate.
Shall we?
Do all 750 Pokemon entries. That'd be really entertaining. That'd be a really good show, I
To
feel.
be fair, we could see how many we can name. Out of just the original 150.
Mate, absolutely. Absolutely, we could.
How do you think you'd do? How well do you think you'd do?
I'd get about 70, I think.
Yeah.
I'd struggle to get 70.
I think I'd get probably half, and then you'd sort of
Yeah.
struggle. We
Yeah.
could try it. Do you want to try it right now? But I just...
Right. I want to talk about this crypto hacker at some point.
Okay, talk about him now. If we've got
Get out
time
the
at the
way.
end. If we've got time at the end. We'll do the
Okay.
quiz.
Plenty of time for a quiz. Yeah, so what's happened here? Which is this is nuts, man. This is nuts.
Right.
Okay. So this guy hacked into a poly network, which is where people kind of lend out their cryptocurrencies to try make more back, right?
Right.
So, like,
what, to
it's
other
co-
people?
Yeah. It's kind of to a big pool of essentially other people, but not anyone directly, but a big pool of other people's funds, and then they get paid back in interest. It's like a bank, but for crypto,
Right.
right? So there's this and it's called Poly, and it's Japanese, right?
Okay.
So this hacker, he came into the Poly network and he just took I think it was like he stole $600 million, right, out of this thing, out of this fucking network.
Well, from all these people who have lent their crypto.
Yep, exactly. He took $600 million, and then he came out and did a Q&A.
With who?
He's just
like
anonymous
Twitter
on. No, it was Twitter. It'd be so easy to find him if that was the case.
Post your questions. Where are you? I'll tell you.
It's on his Snapchat. He's just bored. He was just
He's
ask
got
me
an
anything.
Ask FM account.
Right, so they asked him these questions. They were like, the first question was like, "Why are you hacking?" He goes, "For fun."
Fair. Fair excuse. Fair.
Yeah, and so his whole idea was to hack the network because he knew there was like a flaw in the network, and he was just trying to expose it.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't even interested in the money. He was actually just doing it to hack the system because he knew he could.
Right.
So he hacked the system, right? He got the money, and then he gave it all back after.
Oh, at least keep some. You could
And
just
then-
like, hack half of it, take half of it, and give half back, and be like, "Look, I'm not going to be a dick. I'll give you fucking 300 mil or whatever it is back, but I'll keep some." That's what I do.
He said he didn't want to cause real panic in the crypto world, so he chose to ignore like shitcoins, so people didn't have to worry about them going to zero.
Nice of him.
Yeah, he's like a considerate dude.
How kind.
So so he took these coins, he gave them back, and then the Poly Network actually offered him a job afterwards in their security.
Oh, you see that a lot, don't you? Someone who like fully hacks the system, then like the good guys get them on their side, and they go, "Well, if you can get through it, you know how to block people like you."
It's so good, isn't it? Like what a way to get a job.
I know. Like, oh, by the way, your security is shocking. I've just nicked all your money, and you can't do anything about it. But
It's
give me a
crazy.
job, and I'll give it back.
It's crazy.
That's like the hero working with the villain. It's like
Yeah.
Iron Man working with Thanos.
Yeah, literally. Like, I don't know. I feel like we can mutually benefit each other. You know? But it's like if Thanos doesn't even like want to destroy the world, he's just doing it because he can. Like, you know what I mean? Just to prove that the Avengers aren't that good. Like,
Do you know what? Speaking of this
Yeah.
Marvel What If series, right? It's
Yeah.
blowing my mind right now. Have you
Yeah,
watched
really?
any of it?
no, I haven't. What is it?
It is a cartoon, like, you know, WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, and Loki were all these like Marvel shows.
Yeah.
So, What If is another one of these shows, but it's a cartoon, like animated thing with the voice actors of all the Marvel characters, and
It's animated.
yeah, but it's like really cool, like comic book style animation. It's sick.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Disney Plus, where everything else is.
That's dope.
Yeah, and watch it because it's basically, it's called What If because it's like, what if one thing in the MCU changed and it swaps the timeline? Like, you know, in Loki, all the timelines like split off in different fucking branches because one thing changes and all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, this is like, so the first episode, without spoiling too much, the first episode is if Steve Rogers doesn't take the super soldier serum and it's Peggy Carter instead, and she becomes Captain Carter.
Who's
instead
Peggy
of-
Carter? Sorry.
That's the British woman that he marries or fancies or whatever.
Okay.
So she takes it and she becomes Captain America, but she's British, so she's just Captain Carter instead. And then loads of shit that happens in that first Captain America film doesn't actually happen because like things change and things happen differently.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Is this a continuation from the Loki series then?
No, it's like its own separate thing, but I have a feeling it will tie into the MCU at some point.
Okay.
But it's really good. And the next episode, they've only got 2 out so far, but the next one is about Star-Lord, you know, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
His fucking shtick. It's, instead of it being Peter Quill, it is T'Challa from Black Panther, and he becomes Star-Lord.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's mad. And Thanos is in it.
Jesus.
And because of the events in this thing that made T'Challa fucking Star-Lord, Thanos
Yeah.
is just a good guy instead.
Oh,
It's
man.
really
that sounds
weird.
dope. That sounds dope.
It's
That's
really
the
good to
thing
watch.
with the like the infinite universe fucking idea. You can make anything
Change
happen,
shit
bro.
all the time. Yeah.
That's so easy for the authors. Like they could just write whatever they want now, and they could be like, "Yeah, it's an infinite universe. Anything." Can happen."
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what they do with the comics anyway. There's so many different storylines, like where characters die, but then they do a whole new thing, and they just claim that it's a different universe or whatever. And it's like, it's great. So this series, like,
Ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
it's mad. There's going to be a whole storyline in this series about zombie superheroes because
Yeah.
there's a comic storyline which Robert Kirkman wrote, who wrote the Walking Dead comics.
Nice.
And he wrote this storyline of these like superheroes all turning into zombies. There's a zombie plague, and like the superheroes who don't turn into zombies fight the ones who do, and the zombie ones still have their powers, but they also want to eat brains and shit. And it's
Yeah.
mad. And they're gonna bring that into this series as well. And it's the weirdest show, but it's like quite cool.
Yeah, that sounds amazing, mate. I can't lie.
It's fucking
Can't
sick.
lie. I might have to check that out. That's class.
And it was Chadwick Boseman's last performance in the Marvel. Like, the last thing he ever did was voice this T'Challa.
Oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's nice to hear him one last time.
Yeah.
Although I have a feeling that he filmed something for Black Panther 2.
Oh, really? What? And did they just keep it quiet?
Yeah, because, like, you know, he knew he was dying. And
Yeah.
because he looked really
Did he?
ill, didn't he? Yeah, he looked really... Because he had cancer. He had, like, bad cancer.
Yeah.
And he looked really ill. And I get the feeling that he went, look, I'm... And because Black Panther 2 had been announced, so I think he was like, look, I'm not going to make it. Do you want to film, like, my death scene? I mean, that's what I'd do. I'd be like, look, I'll just film my death scene.
One last paycheck.
Yeah. But, like, because if he did this what if thing, I don't know when this was recorded, but
Yeah.
it must have been while he was ill, so he might as well have just gone, do you know what, I'll just do a little scene for Black Panther 2. Because otherwise it's going to be a bit like...
Mix and match, yeah. That's the thing. Like, is he going to just disappear and is Black Panther just not going to be included again?
Yeah, they're just
Are you
going to
get
kill him
a
off
different?
screen. Like,
Maybe they get another Black Panther. They're like, maybe he dies in a horrible car accident. I don't know why he'd be driving a car in Black Panther, but
everything Black Panther goes through is a car accident.
he's actually on the M6 and just fucking gets rear-ended by a truck.
Fucking hell! Imagine.
Yeah, but maybe that something like that happens. So they just get another Black Panther in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe it's just like a freak accident.
It could happen. It could happen. Yeah,
Could.
yeah.
But yeah, hopefully he did record something for it. That'd be nice. Just a nice little way to end it.
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah. This episode ended with a little tribute to him, which was quite sad.
Oh, really?
Bless him. Yeah.
They're good with that on Marvel. They're very good with that. I'm excited for this. The one with the Asian dude.
Shang-Chi.
That looks class.
It does look good.
I'm
doesn't it?
very excited to see that.
You sort of start to think now, though, all of the Shang-Chi and the Eternals, that's coming out afterwards.
Who are the Eternals?
I don't really know, but apparently they're like proper old, like superheroes or whatever.
Yeah.
And Shang-Chi was about before Endgame, so it makes you think, like, why didn't you fucking help? the world was blowing up. Why wouldn't you fucking help him?
That's a good point.
Where were you?
Yeah, but you can say that about the characters that were in it. Like Wonder Woman, she just shows up at the end. You know what I mean?
Does
Like,
she? That's a completely different...
doesn't she? In Endgame?
Captain Marvel. Wonder
Oh,
Woman.
yeah, Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Imagine she just rocks up. I'm like, hi guys.
Fucking Superman. Batman shows up.
Batman would die in
Nelson Mandela. Fucking everyone just shows up.
Nelson Mandela. All of Earth's mightiest heroes.
You get that? Like Bruce Forsyth, fucking everyone. Like,
Fucking David Hasselhoff. And The Rock just on his own.
yeah. And they're all Kevin Hart just making jokes together.
They come straight off the set of Jumanji like, hey.
Oh my god. Just taking the piss out of each other's height for the whole thing.
But yeah, What If
so
is a
good.
great show. You should watch it.
Yeah, no, I think I will. I think I will. I
They're
enjoyed
only-
Loki.
They're only like 30-minute video episodes as well, so it's quite nice.
Fantastic stuff. I'll give that a go. Absolutely.
You should.
Have you seen Free Guy? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes. Have you?
I mean, I saw it yesterday.
Oh,
in fact.
I watched it last week. It's
Mate, that's perfect timing. See, we do this on purpose so we can talk about things in detail that we know. It's always
yes, we do.
we're like girls in our periods, except for films.
We sync up what we watch. What did you think of Free Guy?
Mate, I loved it. I
thought it was
I
so
fucking loved it. I thought it was a dope idea. Like, it made me want to learn how to code.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Like, it was class. It was a class film. Ryan Reynolds is the top boy. He's
He
always going to
never
be a top
misses,
boy.
does he?
I
He's
thought he was going to miss with this one. I thought,
So did I.
I thought the whole film's going to be him just being himself. You know, what I mean, like
Yeah.
he's going to do an Adam Sandler. He's just himself in every film. And I thought this shtick's going to get old, but it was class. It was
It
class.
hasn't, and he's just great in it.
He's brilliant. He's the perfect dude because he's so like kind of passive, but the hero at the same time. Like that's just his character,
You
isn't
can't
it?
help but like him. You can't help but like
Exactly.
Ryan Reynolds.
I bet he's a lovely guy when he's younger as well, like at high school. I bet he's a right clown.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, what a film! It reminded me a lot of Ready Player One.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. I like this new age because it does seem like that's kind of what is coming. The world, that's where the world is right now. A lot of
I
the
think
time.
that is going to be the next generation of games console, where like, because there's only so many times they can just have a console with a controller sitting at a TV screen in there.
I agree.
I think
completely.
the next generation, 10 years down the line,
Yeah,
is going to be you actually in the game.
mate, and they're gonna be able to do so much with it. Like this, yeah, it could be like GTA, but like sci-fi version.
Like-
So you're just running around like, and there'll be NFTs everywhere. I know I keep bringing up NFTs, but it's gonna change gaming.
Have you seen GTA roleplay?
No, I haven't seen
It's a
GTA roleplay.
RPG. It's weird. People play GTA online, but like
Yeah.
there's specific servers where you go in and you basically go in and have a job, and you go to your job and you do certain things, and it's this whole role-playing game where you're a certain character and you've got set things to do, and you're not allowed to speed because there's police officers, like real life police officers, who come and like pull you over and shit. And it's not like normal GTA where you just go fucking rogue.
Yeah,
It's like you actually live in the world and you have like set shit to do and jobs to do and stuff.
that's
which is-
wild. So it's like, it's actually just reality.
Yeah, but in the game, it's mad.
Mate, that's going to be interesting because like when you make it like real life, it's going to be like everyone's going to love that because they're going to be able to do whatever they want without having to worry about death.
And that's what like Ready Player One was like, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's the next thing. That's got to be the next thing, surely.
It is, which is scary because like we're all gonna get fat and stuff because we're just gonna be sitting down playing the fucking games, and we're just gonna be. You come take your virtual headset off thing and your earphones, and we're just gonna be smelly, probably pissed ourselves in our chair
Mate,
because we're just playing this for 20 hours.
But crazy thought I just had. Crazy thought.
Ooh.
What if they managed to hack your biochemistry? And so, like, you actually emotionally feel it. Because I know when you're playing a game, you feel emotions. But, like, say, like, they make it so you actually are having sex in the game. Or, like, you getting drunk on high and stuff. All in the game. So it actually
affects you.
It gets all of your senses. The only thing it doesn't actually get is your, like, consciousness, your spirit. Like, you can't put that into the game. Obviously. Because it's different. But like you could get like visual, audio, physical, like fucking
Like
smell.
even when you
get everything.
eat in the game, you eat in real life.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's scary because we're just going to completely leave the world we're in and go into this fucking video game. Because that, like on Ready Player One, they had those special things which like I haven't watched it in a while, but I think they had them like costumes where like you can feel when your character's getting touched, you can feel what your character's feeling.
Yeah.
And God, that's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be nuts, isn't it?
Fucking Elon Musk is bringing out robots. So what's the? How long is it going to be until we're actually, instead of bringing robots into our world, we just go into the fucking virtual
robot
reality?
world. Yeah, because like you think about how advanced it is now. Like I say, it's not even that advanced at the moment, to be honest.
No,
But
it
like,
will be.
yeah, like how quickly it's sped up.
Considering this time 10 years ago.
Oh my
Like-
god, some of the games we're playing, I swear to god. I swear to god, like I remember when I first got my PS2 and that came out, and it was like, that seemed like elite technology at the time, and my first like, phone that could actually respond to touch my thumb. Like, and then you look now and how, like, imagine what it's going to be like in 100 years. Like,
Yeah, imagine having a phone with buttons on it now. What? That's just silly.
it's ridiculous, isn't it?
That's just stupid.
Buttons, like, it's such a waste of time. The buttons are on the screen, like, come on. You can literally swap the buttons out for different buttons. But
God, but, oh mate, it's kind of scary. But I think it's safer to do it the way Ready Player One did it, as in go into the game rather than what Elon is doing and bringing fucking technology to life. That is stupid.
what are these robots like? I heard they're for like manual, like laborious tasks, but like, how sophisticated are they?
I don't get how anyone can watch any fucking sci-fi film from the past 50 years and not think,
iRobot.
let's not make any robots because it's a stupid idea.
Yeah, but Elon's like, he's cooked different, isn't he?
He's a mong, mate.
He's a genius, mate. He's one of the smartest men of our generation.
You say that,
And
but
I'm
he is the
like-
guy in these sci-fi films who make the robots, and everyone's like, "Why have you done this? Because we're all gonna die." And he's just like this.
Yeah,
mad
no, I do
scientist.
agree. I do agree that is him, but he's genius as well. That's the thing. He's like, he seems like a good bloke though. That's the thing with him. I do actually trust him in some degree because he seems to have he seems to like humanity, which I think is a good trait for a mad scientist to have.
It is, but then like all mad scientists start off normal, like Doc Ock and fucking Spider-Man. He started off normal, but then he got a bit too power hungry with them arm things, and then
Yeah.
it just all goes downhill.
Yeah, that could quite easily happen. I could imagine like Bezos going. I could imagine Elon making something that Bezos then copies and turns into absolute shit and just destroys the earth. Like,
Yeah, because scientists, although they're rich and fucking very well off, they don't seem to have like common sense in their brains. So that they've got all these big ideas, but it's just they're gonna fucking ruin the world, which is scary.
it should be interesting. But like, then again, if you want like a robot that's just gonna do your dishes, mate, I know you get dishwashers for that, but like,
Yeah,
this thing
already
could do
got one. It's called a dishwasher.
Cheers, mate. Just making my own joke back at me. Go on.
But you name me one time where there has ever been a successful robot made in any form of film or TV show or even real life where it's not gone wrong.
Those little vacuum things. They're pretty good. I don't know how effective they actually are, but they seem to have done well without destroying the earth.
Have you seen how dramatic they are? If it like sort of hangs off the edge of a step or something, it goes, oh, it looks like I'm on the edge of a cliff, but it's like literally just this high.
They're kind of adorable, they are, aren't they?
They are.
So I hope these things turn out to be like really nice. They could be great. You know?
But also could be terrifying.
Imagine
Really
having
turns
like
into
a
Wall-E.
friend, right, that just did whatever you wanted all the time. It's a bit of a cynical thought, but kind of a narcissistic fucking road there, but
Yeah, it's a bit.
it's a slave is what I'm trying to say, is a slave.
I'd love.
Imagine having a slave, like that's essentially what I just said.
You did, and we'll
Yeah.
just brush past it.
Yeah. But it's not a person.
No, but I feel like if I had one of these robots, I'd treat it really nicely. Like I wouldn't make it do the dishes because I wouldn't want it to get pissed off at me.
That's it. I think they're like 5'7", mate, so we probably could take them.
I could take one of those.
Like, they're not very heavy though. It's like 150 pounds or something.
But then again, they look a lot like. I don't know if you've played Nuketown recently.
I haven't played Nuketown for a while, to be honest.
No, well, I think Black Ops 3, if you go around shooting the heads off all of the mannequins in fucking Nuketown, they all turn into these horrible robot zombie things and attack you. And that's what I feel like it's going to fucking do.
When you're gonna wake up in the night and it's just escaped its cage.
Yeah, and like...
It's eating all your cheese.
You look over at where it normally stands at night and it's just not there and you think, fuck, where is it? It's in the house somewhere.
And then every time you turn to the left or the right, it's just gonna be there.
Oh, don't.
Especially if they're quick, mate. If they're really quick.
That's making me quite scared.
I think it'd be quite good fun fighting them, though. I think if we were like swords.
Yeah. I don't know. Well,
Maybe like these like Ready Player One games are actually going to be in real life. You're just going to be controlling the robot to act out, but no one actually knows that you're the one who's controlling it. So like it's going to look like you, or like you can put any skin on it, right? But so it's like GTA, but it's real life. So like they're just real life, like characters. The characters are actually real.
yeah. I like the idea of trying out a Ready Player One style thing.
Yeah.
But I know I'd get addicted to it and then never leave it.
Yeah, that's exactly why I've never gone to like World of Warcraft or anything like that.
No. I mean, I get addicted to games quite easily. So.
Yeah, same. To be honest. Not a great trait. Not a great trait when you actually want to have a life.
I also get addicted to really good podcasts like Get Lost on It.
And Clark's actually a crackhead as well. Something's not saying.
I don't know if they sniff crack, do they?
They smoke it.
What is crack? Is that cocaine?
Yeah, it's cocaine, like boiled down. It's like more intense cocaine.
More intense? Why do you need more intense for Class A drug?
I don't know, mate.
One Class A plus.
It's not strong enough. I just did cocaine, like it's not enough.
Fucking hell. Oh dear. Well, let's wrap it up, shall we?
Yeah, sounds good to me, mate. Sounds good to me. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Enjoy your week, enjoy your life, and get lost.
Get Lost on Air. Welcome to Get Lost. Get Lost on Air.